called you an offensive lineman. What specific position on the offensive line are you playing right now?
I'm working both guard and tackle right now, just hopping back and forth.
Do you have any high school experience at guard, or were you always just a tackle?
I did 2 years of tackle and 2 years of guard. I did my senior year guard. When I first got here, it was all tackle, so I'm a little more comfortable with tackle. But if I can get a whole camp under my belt at guard, I think I could get pretty comfortable with it.
You're on the left side, right?
Yes, but I do both. Yeah.
Most of the time you're on the left side.
Yes, sir.
What do you picked up in this first week of practice so far?
I'm just kind of knocking some rust off, really. Especially at guard. I haven't really done much competition at guard, so I'm just kind of really picking up how to get my footwork a little faster because everything's kind of coming at you a little quicker. At guard, you have a lot more space, so I'm really learning how to, like, my mental clock, I need to speed it up a little bit.
So can you snap too?
In high school, I did one scrimmage at center, so if I'm needed to, I can.
What about tight end like Jacoby?
No, he can catch all the passes. I let him do that.
Has Jake been a help at all? I know he's played a couple different positions.
Cradle's been huge in everything. He's being patient with me because he's been in the position I've been. He's been a starter for a very long time. So he's just really helping me out, and he's staying patient. Even though I might mess up a couple times, and it'll make him look bad, but he's staying patient.
But what about a guy like Matt too? I mean, his first playing time kind of came at center, and Dave talked about how he just moved him around a lot as a youngster. Have you guys talked about that at all?
Yeah, I live with Matt, so me and Matt talk all the time, and he's been a real help. Even since I first got here, he's kind of been one of the guys that's took me under his wing, so he's helped me out a lot since I've been here.
First day in pads, how'd you guys thought you came together? I saw a pretty decent run up the middle that you guys had when you guys went full.
Yeah, we did a live period early, and I feel like we came out, set the tone pretty good, and it definitely, I think it carried out through practice, but we have to watch film and see how we did.
Would it be easier if you just had one spot and you just stayed at that spot, or is it good to kind of see the game from 2 or 3 or 4 different positions?
It would definitely be easier mentally and probably physically, but I like being able to play everywhere and just give myself a shot anywhere. It gives you more opportunities.
What was the one or two things that attracted you to Pitt when you were being recruited?
Just kind of when I came here, I got to hang out with all the guys. Like I went up to where all the football players stay, and I was in a room with all like Owen, Drexel, Gabe Hoy, Carter Warren, Branson, and they all kind of just like showed me the culture, and it was just something I really liked and I wanted to be around. And they say Pittsburgh's like a place like when you're in there, like when you get here, you'll see like right away if it's a place for you. And when I got here, I loved it right away. So.
What was the culture? What kind of culture were you looking for when you were being recruited?
It's just like it was a brotherhood here. It doesn't matter if you're a walk-on, 4-string, or like a 3-year starter. Because obviously when I got here, a bunch of 6 years, so they all treated it like we were all treated the same. We're all best friends, so it was awesome.
How different is camp for you in year 2? Where year 1 you're coming in, it might be overwhelming. Do you feel a lot more relaxed and confident?
Yeah, I feel a lot more comfortable. Year 2 under, in my belt for this offense, so I kind of have an understanding more for IDs and calls, so I'm being able to play a little more, less mental, I guess, just kind of go out there and my body knows what it's doing now. I'm not thinking as much.
We've heard a little bit from other players that there's a little bit more passing from the offense this year, and downfield passing. Is there a sense of like, oh man, from the line because y'all want to run block more?
Sometimes, yeah. It just depends on the situation. If we're in that goal line, we want to pound it in. We want to be aggressive, but we like a little bit of a balance too because it helps us out a lot when the defense doesn't just load the box with 10 every time and stack and run. So.
You're listed at 330, I think, but it's distributed pretty well. How do you able to keep yourself in good condition?
That's all thanks in high school. My brother. He really taught me how to work in the weight room and eat. And my brother Kyle, he really did everything for me in that. So I just kind of took the training that he instilled into me and added on to with Stack and his strength staff and our nutrition. And I just kind of keep my body right.
Did your brother play football?
No, he didn't, but he's just always loved the gym. So he got me in there as soon as he could.
What about your diet during the season? Are you trying to gain weight, lose weight, or stay the same?
Right now, I'd like to lose a little weight. Camp. You're around the facility and you could just grab a snack whenever you want. They all look so good, so I try to hold myself back. I'm trying to lose a little weight.
That's the hardest part of camp, I guess.
Yeah, the hardest part.
Anything else? You said you live with Matt?
Yeah, I live with Matt, Blake Zabovic, Branson Taylor, and Tyler Bentley.
I heard there's 2 refrigerators in the house?
Yeah.
Is that enough, or do you need another one?
No, it's enough. We don't bring in a lot of food, but we're on the phone DoorDashing a lot. The drivers are starting to remember our names now, so we're bringing in a lot of food. Probably me and surprisingly Tyler Bentley. He has a lot of drivers coming over for food. So.
Do any of you know how to cook?
We do. It's a little easier when someone brings it to you. All right.
Good things about you in camp. What have you felt that you've been able to establish in your first few days?
First few days, I feel like I've established that I'm an aggressive player. I pick up things pretty easily, and I'm able to use it on the field to the best of my ability.
Jordan, have you had any trouble kind of learning the playbook a little bit, just being that you weren't one of the guys who came in here in the spring?
I mean, of course, it's going to be a stepping stone coming from high school to college playbook, but if you really just lock in and make sure you take time out your day and is this live? Am I tripping? No. All right, man. I'm going to say that whole thing again.
All right, go for it.
Ask the question again, please.
All right. Jordan, have you had any trouble learning the playbook, being one of the guys who didn't come in this spring?
Oh, no. Of course, it's a stepping stone coming from high school to college, and the difference of the playbook is much more detailed. So if you really just lock in and take the time out your day to look at it and analyze it, and you'll be fine in the end of the day.
Are they trying to teach you both outside linebacker spots? You mostly a star, or what are you learning right now?
Really, I'm learning all three. I'm really trying to be one of those versatile guys that can just be on the field whenever you need me, whatever situation you need me, and I'm there. I'm ready to play. As a freshman, that's just a big thing to have, in my opinion. So, yeah.
You got a few freshmen with you, Rasheem. How have you guys kind of bonded in the early days of camp, as far as being the young guys here?
I mean, we always work together. Me and him work together. We always look at the playbook together. We in the film session together. So we're always helping each other learn, at the same time helping each other get better.
How much were you looking forward to this day, first day at pads? Really a chance for you and a lot of other young guys to kind of show what you're worth.
I mean, shoot, I've been waiting for this for a long time. I haven't touched pads since December in the state championship game last year. So it's really just a lot of emotions going through my body. But at the same time, I was prepared.
Who's the leader you feel pushes you the most, and who's the leader that might not haze but messes with y'all, the younger guys a little bit?
It's not really anybody that messes with us. We all just play it as
Like
jokes, and we always play it as jokes, and at the end of the day, it just builds up each other. But the people who push me the most is more likely the whole linebacker core for real, like B. George, Bengali, Big George, Bengali, Shane, and all of the rest of them. So yeah.
What was it like today when you took that first hit from another college player? Was it that different from high school?
Nah, not really. I ain't gonna lie. I just came at him with my normal. I just came at him. I was just eager to hit somebody. So I mean, it didn't really hit me as differently as people would think it would. But
what are your thoughts on an older guy on the team like MJ Devonshire? What's he taught you?
Nah, my man MJ's a cool dude, man. I mean, he always come with a message anywhere he come. Every time we in the huddles between practice or during practice, he always comes with a message and always motivates us to do better as young guys and having to prove a point.
Does it make you nervous when he's looking over our shoulders here when we're asking you?
Nah, I've done a million of these. This is cool. I have a lot of people looking over my shoulders before.
Have you been able to impress Coach Powell on special teams yet?
I actually don't know. I've been trying my best, but you know how coaches be.
When you guys get back in the film room, what does Coach Manilak say to you the most?
Normally it's him critiquing me. That's the word. It's normally him critiquing me. I mean, it's always something I can get better at, and I will appreciate that, and I will always want him to critique me instead of just giving me praise. And yeah, I always want to learn. I always want to know what I can be better on, so I can be a better person as a player to get on this field.
Is there an area he's critiquing you the most on, like footwork or where your eyes are at? Is there anything like he kind of hypes on them more?
It's really just my coordination with my length and speed coming at the same time. So it's a little different here. So I'm just learning to keep it under control and keep my body square and make sure I make all my fits and get everything right.
We usually assume when guys come to talk to us after practice, that guy had a good day at practice. Was your day a good day at practice today?
In my opinion, I had a good day, but it's just the first day I can only get better. So I'm going back to the field room, looking forward to Coach Manilak's critiquing. So yeah, so I can make it better the next day.
Anything else?
qualified.
I guess, yeah.
What does that mean? Just play like a quip, man.
I don't know, just playing hard and fast. Them quips are always good. So
Did you ever lose to Aliquippa?
I personally have not.
Yeah, so that's kind of an insult to you then, right?
No, that's not an insult. Them Aliquippa boys are always good. So.
Sean, it looked like you made a pretty big play there when we had the chance to watch on 11 on 11 there. I mean, is it safe to say you're pretty happy with how you performed today in camp?
Yeah, I thought I had a pretty good day. I can always be better though. So, just keep gonna go watch the tape, see what I need to do to get better.
Pat told us a few times last year that you were like sparking up in practice and he liked your progress, but he wants you to hone your focus. How are you honing your focus this year?
I think I'm locked in this year. I'm just working, doing everything I can to get better day in and day out. So I'm really looking forward to the next practice.
Sean, what's different for you this year? I mean, I'm sure there's a lot, but what do you think you feel like you've improved upon the most heading into Camp 2?
I feel just like my playbook knowledge, even though I early enrolled, even during last camp, I was still, hesitant on some of the plays, but now I feel like I got a full grasp of it, so I'm out there not thinking and just flying and doing my job.
What about physically? Anything changed about you? You feel like you're faster, stronger, leaner? What about it?
Both. I think Coach Stack and all the strength coach, they do a great job over the winter and summer, so I'm feeling the best I've felt.
What is Coach Partridge telling you, let's talk about this. How's your relationship with Coach Partridge as far as like how you see him and how he's pushed you from last year to this year?
Oh, it's great. Coach Partridge is the best. He gives us all the opportunities to go see him and get extra work in with him. And I appreciate that a lot. And, he's helped me tremendously.
I heard the other day they call him Hulk. Is that right?
Yeah.
To his face?
I don't know. I've never heard nobody call him Hulk, but I don't know. They might call him it, so I really wouldn't know about that one, though.
You just came off the field after a tough practice, but you said you can't wait for the next practice. Why is that?
Every day I'm just looking forward to going out there to compete and just get better every day. Work. Everybody just getting the team better overall.
You guys got a couple leaders of defensive tackle at the top of the depth chart, but how are you guys filling in behind them? Who are some of the other younger guys that you're looking around and saying, hey, I know what they're doing?
A lot of guys, like, all of them. D. Green, Devin, T-Bent, Jules, Elliott. I think we're all doing great so far, and just looking forward to see what we can do in the season.
You came in with Ryan Baer, right?
I did, yeah.
What is your analysis on his growth from year 1 to year 2 as an offensive lineman?
It's great. He's same thing as me. When you get here early, you really don't know the playbook as well, all that well. But now we're both locked in, and he's doing tremendous.
Do you enjoy going head to head against him?
I do. We battle. Yeah, I enjoy it.
Who gets the best of them in those battles?
50-50,
50-50?
Is he your biggest rival you feel in camp on the offensive side of the ball?
No, not really. I think I really don't have a rival so I think it's just everyone, you just prepare to go against everyone every day.
What did you pick up the most or learn the most from Kalijah last year, working with him, watching him, studying with him?
It's just a whole lot I learned with him. He always, anytime I had a question, anytime I needed to know anything, he was always right there for me, to show me different techniques and all that. So, yeah, I appreciate him a lot. He's taught me a lot. He helped me with the playbook and all that, so he was great.
Anything else? Thank you, Sean.
Thanks, Sean.
What's your play? How you caught like a short pass and took it to the distance? I mean, can you take us through that play, and is that kind of just the type of game you'll bring to this offense this year?
I mean, yeah, 100%. Just get the ball in my hands. Let me do what I can do with the ball, and I'll turn up anytime.
Do we have a chance to see you on special teams this year too?
Definitely. I'm working towards that. Fall camp, they're putting me in different positions to make plays. So I'm just keep working, keep building on days.
So kick returners.
Kick return, punt return. So yeah, you'll see.
Everyone's going to talk about your speed, but what's the other attribute that you think people don't know enough about you that you're going to bring?
I mean, I'm a competitor, number one, and just effort, 100% effort every play. So they're going to see it.
When you were being recruited, did you consider running track at the same time?
Oh, definitely. Me and my dad always spoke about it. It was something that was always going to intertwine with everything else I was doing with the football team. So definitely.
That's going to happen here then?
Oh yeah. Again, I had my indoor season last year, and I'm gonna have another season this year.
What does Coach Underwood really emphasize, even dating back to last year, that you
Coming from high school, I wasn't really much of a receiver. I didn't have a straight-on receiver coach to tell me, teach me all the small things. So Coach Underwood has really taught me the smaller things as being a receiver, being more clean on my routes and my releases. I'm building on everything he's been teaching me.
How excited were you for this camp to arrive? I mean, coming in last year, you're a young guy. There were some spots open, but probably not for a true freshman. But this year, I mean, things are wide open at your position. And
Right.
How excited were you to arrive here and try to prove yourself?
I mean, when I first got here, I was just ready to work, ready to soak in everything the coaches was telling me. I was just ready to be here, be with the guys. And, last year I had to work through some things. As a young guy, you always got to do that. You always got to learn, sit in the back and learn from the older guys. But I think this year I'm going to be able to take what I learned from last year and build on it and really show what I have this year.
We've heard that you guys have had the private sessions with the throwing with quarterbacks.
Right.
How has that helped you build your bonds with Phil, Christian, and everyone?
I mean, with any QB and receiver, just being with your quarterback, even if it's not on the field, if it's in the classroom, just being with them, learning the chemistry, knowing what the assignments y'all have. So just, being with them, being attached to them is always going to be helpful.
Any big plays today from you?
Not today, but, as a receiver, you get one, you might not get one. So, you just got to work through it every day.
Those guys, I mean, Phil and Christian, they have some pretty big arms out there.
Right.
You ever try and challenge them, hey,
Oh, yeah.
you can out-throw me?
Always, most definitely. Every quarterback, I tell them put it out there. Let me go get it. So, yeah, definitely.
Anything else? Would you say your speed is explosive or incendiary?
Incendiary. You got to put the fire extinguisher on my feet.
There you go. All right.
What's your best 40 time?
I just ran a 4.30 during winter workouts.
4.3 flat.
Oh, 4.3 flat. Summer workouts. Yep,
the indoor?
over here.